What's going on, guys? It is me, Lone Vault Wanderer, with a bit of a ramble video. I'm not ranting or anything like that, but I just wanted to get some thoughts out and also get a lot of feedback from you guys, because I really do appreciate all of your feedback and criticism, and constructive criticism in particular. So, bit of backstory. The other week, I participated in the Doom closed beta. Bethesda were kind enough to give me a code. I didn't actually pre-order Wolfenstein, which was the necessary prerequisite. So thank you, Bethesda, and I'm also letting you guys know that now, just for full transparency. So I participated in this closed beta and played the Doom multiplayer, and I had a blast. I had so much fun. It was a fast-paced game. It was gory. I just loved racking up kills. The guns were fun to use. It was fun to play as the demon, albeit the demon was a bit OP, but nevertheless, it was still enjoyable. Then comes around the open beta, which just closed, I believe. It was this weekend. And more people could play in the beta because there were no restrictions. Anyone could play, whether on console or Steam. And again, I played the game, picked it up, and had a blast. I had so much fun. Previously, I played with Maddie. And this time I just played it on my own for a video, which will be released tomorrow, by the way. And again, I had a good time. I, put on a bit of a character of me being salty for the purposes of the video, but I still had fun. I still believed it was a good game. It was a solid shooter that I could see myself playing with friends and having hours of entertainment from. And then I saw this article, I believe it was from Kotaku, that the beta for Doom on Steam was getting a lot of negative reviews. And I think the proportion was 63% negative reviews for this Doom beta. And at the time, I think it was like 7,000 negative reviews and 4,000 positive. Around there, those numbers are really rough, but you get my point. There was a bunch of negative reviews. Come today, there was more articles about it. There was also a video on Rooster Teeth's The Know, where they talked about these negative reviews. And I actually left a comment on that video. If you go to that video, you'll be able to see it, which got a lot of thumbs up. And I said, hey, I actually enjoyed this beta. I don't get all of the negative reviews and all of the criticism or lashback. And I tried to find out why people didn't like this. So I read some of the Steam reviews. And a lot, and I mean a lot, I must have read about 50 reviews. And obviously there were 7,000, but I read a lot of the top rated ones that people found helpful, apparently. And a lot of the criticisms were like one-liners, one-line reviews saying that this game is like Halo, this game is like Call of Duty. Apparently someone complained that he couldn't B-hop. Apparently that was a big problem with the game. I don't know. So there was a bunch of comments like that, a bunch of negative feedback. There were some legitimate ones that, really went through the problems that they had with the game and how it didn't meet their expectations, things like that. That was fine. But still, I was simply confused as to why this game that I had a lot of fun playing, and I believe is a solid game, even though it's still in a beta form, was getting so much hate. So on the No video that I talked about just previously, I left a comment, as I said. And I said, hey, I enjoyed this game. It was a lot of fun. I said it was a blast to play. And then someone commented with this remark that essentially implied, just because the game was fun doesn't mean it was good. And I just sat back in my chair and I thought, what are you talking about? Even though the game was fun, that doesn't mean it was a good game? Like, I had no idea what this comment was on about. I mean, at the end of the day, don't we play video games to have fun? Isn't that, above all, the overarching purpose of games? Is just to sit back, enjoy, and have fun, have a good time? Like, I didn't get it. I was genuinely confused, and a lot of people were too. So now I'm sitting in a position where I don't know. I don't know why this game is getting such negativity, is receiving such hate. Especially when I enjoyed it so much. And I'm not just talking in my ass. I actually had a good time. I played with Nova. I played with Maddie. I was meant to play with Camelworks, but I had to make a video. But it seems like Camelworks enjoyed it. A lot of people on my Twitter definitely enjoyed it. So I'm here asking you, my subscribers, because I do respect a lot of your opinions. You guys always provide me thought out criticisms, in particular with my channel. But now I'm asking for you to do the same with regards to the Doom beta, if you played it. Can you explain to me why this game is getting such negativity? The one thing that I can think of is that it's not meeting the expectations of hardcore Doom fans, like the people that play the original Doom. Because apparently Bethesda is marketing this game as if it's a return to the original Doom. I haven't really got that sense, but apparently that's what Bethesda has been doing. And in this regard, no, I didn't play the original Doom, so I can't necessarily say whether it went back to the old Doom roots or whether it went off in a different direction and decided to adopt a more, for the really lack of a better term, Halo or Call of Duty style game. But that's one reason that I guess I gleaned from all of the negativity, but I still didn't get it. People were saying that this was such a bad game, that it was rubbish, that it was slow, blah blah blah, all this and all that. And I just was so surprised, because again, I went from this game that I really enjoyed and then people just shat on it. It would have been like if I had played BioShock and went to Steam reviews and people hated it. Now, of course, I absolutely love BioShock and I love it more than the Doom beta, but the point still stands. You know, I really enjoyed it, and then everyone else's sentiment, at least from what I saw from the Steam reviews, were just negative. So please, I'm asking you guys, tell me what I'm missing here. What is it about this game that's actually bad, that's negative? And let me reframe. Because these Steam reviews are based on a not recommended rating, for example, or a positive rating, things like that, what in this game would make it so, just from a closed beta perspective and just from the multiplayer perspective, would make it a not recommended title? What from this game, or this beta, is so bad and so negative that someone would actually say, no, don't buy this title? Because, not to labor the point, again, from my perspective, even from a closed beta, or an open beta now, but still a beta game, and just a beta of one component of that game, that being the multiplayer, I had a blast. I had so much fun. And this game is also going to be getting a single player component too. So I'm just confused. I'm dumbfounded. I don't get it. I want your guys' help. Please tell me, like, what is going through the minds of these people? And if you are, you know, a person that left a negative review or believe that the beta was shit or whatever, or you didn't like it, please let me know in a respectful way, of course. But I would really appreciate your input and thoughts, because it's going to help me challenge my own, you know, personal opinion and thoughts. And it might help me change my opinion, or at least, you know, appreciate why some others that, for example, came from the original Doom that don't like this and that wouldn't recommend it to people. I don't know, I'm just putting it out there. Anyways, Wasteland, just let me know. This has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and as always, keep fighting the good fight.